Welcome back to Bangkok ChitChat, where we're going through a series of videos with someone that we talked to in depth, Kay Goslin, who was in America, came over here to Thailand, went through the 14-day quarantine from the government. We've already talked about what she had to do for paperwork and stuff, also ticket prices and hotel selection and payment. And now we're going to take a clip and show what she said about food options and room life.
Okay, but just to reiterate, this is also, we're taking it from the Farang point of view. So if you're looking at coming back, these are the sort of things you're going to be facing and the experiences. And one thing in the last video we didn't mention is when you leave the airport, you're put into a delegated van, whether it's a hospital or whatever it is, and you're with the guys in the hazmat suits, and then you're taken to your hotel.
With a police escort.
Yeah, with a police escort, that's right. So, yeah, it is organised. It is very organised.
Very, very organised. So let's see the clip, and then we'll come back to you.
Could you order something on your own account if you wanted, or you get no choice?
Yes, I can order the a la carte menu from the hotel, but the problem is that we cannot do it every day. Any day that the hotel have like the newcomer coming in or the old group left, then they'll stop this service. So, and we cannot start ordering like after 3 days of quarantine, because they just worried that you're going to have the stomach problem, all of this and this and that, which I'm like, I don't have that problem. You can start something since day one, but they wouldn't do it.
Okay, so how long was it before you could?
What about restrictions?
3 days.
No, I mean, you arrive and you're put in a room. Maybe they lock the door and you can't get out. Or
oh no, not like that. Not like that. You cannot leave the room. They have the CCTV, so they can watch you. So we have the line group, you know, for the whole group. So we communicate through the line group to the hotel and everyone. And if someone walk out, because I saw it on the notification on the live group, like, oh, please go back to your room. You cannot walk outside or leave the room. So they're watching you.
What about cleaning the room?
What
about the cleaning of the room, getting all the...
You clean yourself.
So they
self-service.
leave the bed sheets and things like outside, and you open the door, take them in, and you do all that.
Yeah.
Do you have a balcony or anything? Can you get fresh air?
No balcony, no window. Like it's the glass. It's like the big glass window. You cannot open the window.
All right. I mean, this story is so interesting, and I don't want to sort of pick it to pieces of what they should have done or shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
But you know, like vitamin D, you know, during this COVID is very important. I would have thought they could have. Was the hotel busy with normal guests, or was it just people that were
There's
in
no
isolation?
normal guests. Yeah, no normal guests, just people in isolation.
So basically, the Farang, with so they pay, say, 70,000 baht for the 15 nights. That's including food.
From what I understand, but I don't know. But what I understand, there was 3 meals provided in a day. And if you wanted, unlike the government ones, you could go with their standard choice. But just like them, you'd be able to ask for room service.
Okay, so similar to Kay's experience.
Similar to Kay's experience, but from what I understand, you have 3 meals a day, and someone comes in a hazmat suit and all stuff, and they clean your room every 3 days. I mean, this is surreal. This is something you tell your grandkids, sort of thing.
It's almost like,
or just tell us.
Although, having talked to Kay, and if you haven't seen our interview, please do, because it's quite interesting. I was sort of comparing it to prison life in the sense of you're given the food. Do they shove it under the door? But no, you actually do receive it.
Yeah, you're not locked in your room, but what
she said, right?
Yeah, what we understand is that there's, with every hotel, you get CCTV on. So someone's monitoring that all the time. Maybe they've taken a floor or whatever it is. And in Kay's particular issue, she mentions about having a line group set up. I mean, talking about using the public system. Why not? Why should you go and create a new system for it?
The only thing you couldn't do is line food.
You could get a grab for line.
One thing I did want to mention, just quickly while it's on my mind, at the moment we're going through new cases in Thailand, which are very minimal. They're like one.
Everyone is coming in.
But it's all people that were being tested. It's not other people being tested, it's only these people flying in, like Kay.
Yeah.
And she said she was lucky in her flight, no one was tested positive.
Right.
I guess if one was, and I couldn't really, she didn't know, what happened if one of them was? Would everything still go, would she have got out in 15 days?
Yeah, because she's done it 14 days. They're locked away. Yeah, well, not locked. Yeah, but they're stowed away.
Stowed away. So my point, my point is that the new cases in Thailand are only in these scenarios where people are being forcibly tested. No one else is being tested, right?
At present, if we have more situations like the diplomat and special visitors and things like coming in, it can just kick off. Yeah.
I mean, this second wave, everyone seems to be, I know this is a bit off topic, but we do want to mention it as this video is going out soon, is that this second wave everyone seems to be worried about. You know, we didn't really have a proper first wave when you look at figures compared with other countries, but Vietnam now, they didn't have a first wave. They've got now a big spike. Japan is like this.
Yeah.
Off the charts.
Yeah, Netherlands is an issue
as well. All these precautions, not a bad thing, right?
But the thing is, how long is this going to last? We've got this disease is not going to disappear.
Well, when you go back to England, say you do the whole thing but in reverse. You're going from Thailand
to Scotland, but
okay. Did you have you heard of COVID up there? Anyway, so you go from Thailand, you go from Thailand to wherever, London, whatever. You've got to go into quarantine, but it's self-imposed quarantine. There's no government doing it for you. They say, and on the note, and I read this on their site, they're saying, we would rather you be picked up by relatives, don't take public transport unless that's all you have to do. That's all you can do. So we're going through all this stuff with hazmat suits and masks and testing and putting them away for 14 days. You can go into Heathrow and get out of Heathrow, straight into a taxi, straight into a bus, straight into a car, go to your house. You still can go shopping in the mall. I know it's a moral thing. No one's got an eye on you. You haven't got an ankle bracelet.
Yeah, but wait a minute. If you have COVID, and you're found to have COVID through a test, because I don't even know whether they're testing at the airport. And
no, they're not. You've got to put any new person coming in must go 14 days.
But in Thailand, for coming to Thailand, you have to have a check 72 hours beforehand, right?
No, she didn't.
So in the case in the UK and Spain, a lot of people went on holiday.
This is in Europe,
right? So in the UK, they people flew back and they all don't want to do a 14-day quarantine. My question is, did they get tested before they left Spain?
Yeah, and that's a very good point. Like, if you're an Englishman trying to get back to England and you leave Thailand, can you get back to England now?
They have to go into 14 days. You can get back, but
and
you
have self-imposed quarantine.
Yes, that's right.
No government one. That's my point.
I'm not sure.
And what is self-quarantine? You've got to lock yourself away in the house, which if you're a reasonable human being, you're going to do that. But you also maybe sneak off to Sainsbury's to get your food, and no one's wearing, well, they are wearing masks there now. But no wonder the figures are what they are there and what they are here. That's my point.
Yes, but the other thing is that we're going to have to manage this situation. Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, if you look in, is it Leicester? They basically took a district and they locked down that district. Yeah. Is that what we're going to do? The way Thailand's doing it? Are we going to look at Phuket?
Yeah.
And use that?
Isolate Phuket.
Isolate Phuket. Yeah. People can come in, go out, and if there's a spike, basically, like they did before, they shut down the bridge. Nobody's leaving. Yeah. Right? There are some people. This is true. There are some people on their boat in Phuket, and they cannot come on land, and they've been there for weeks. Yeah. So they can't. They're not allowed in. Yeah.
And they're not. Well, it's like that.
They're going to go.
What's that movie where it's called Airport? That guy, was it Tom Hanks? He was in an airport. It was Tom Hanks, wasn't it?
Yes, I think it was. Yeah.
And he was in no man's land. Yeah. And he lived in the airport for, I don't know, months and months and months.
Yeah.
So these people are like that. They're not either coming or going.
Yeah.
They don't know if they're coming or going. Okay, so we covered that.
The point is that with the room life, what the recommendation was, have with this particular guy, Theo, he turned around and said, he's planned a new business. He used that time, yeah. And don't forget, you still got internet, yeah. And you can speak to your family. It's not like you're in a prison cell, yeah. And you get hopefully you've got TV. Yeah, I'm talking about with English language.
Or
if you're
Netflix,
Farang, so you're not completely locked away. But he used his time properly, and also with Kate, she created
a yoga practice.
Yeah, yoga practice. She had a regimen of doing things for these 15 days. But it's only 15 days. Yeah, not only, but I mean, I would
locked
like
away in a room for 15, no balcony. Well, some of the hotels with 70,000 maybe have a balcony.
That's a very good point. What happens? You went stir crazy and you thought, oh, to hell with this. Boing.
Well, you can't. Got to break the glass first.
No, but if you had a balcony.
Oh, I see where you're
so
coming
are
from.
these hotels only hotels that?
I mean,
you never know.
But if you were locked away in a room, let's forget the jumping off thing. The balcony would be nice, wouldn't it? Get some fresh air, a bit of sunlight.
Yeah, but next thing you know, social distancing. Hello, around the next.
Well, there's got to be at least 2 meters. It would help me. Anyway, I don't know how I would react. I think as long as I had a good internet connection, I'd survive.
You would. You'd just be watching.
I'd do what
Netflix.
I do normally. I've been self-isolating for years.
Read a book.
What are they?
So this guy was actually saying he was actually looking forward to it. Yeah, looking forward to the time. Yeah,
sounds a weird.
I'll do it. No, what he's saying, it is what it is. Yeah.
Well, of course it is what it is. It ain't something else, is it?
Yeah.
All right, finishing off on a good note there. If you haven't watched the other parts of Thailand Travel and Quarantine Experience, there's a load out there now. Forgotten which one we're on here. I think it's part 5 we're on at the moment. We've got one more part coming up when we talk about the leaving process, and that'll be coming up on your airwaves very, very soon. Is that it? Thank you for joining us.
See you soon.
Stay safe.